Greetings to all and sundry, Chancellor North Wales here. Time for another Chancellor's View and a discussion about what's been going on. Firstly, apologies. I know the videos have been a bit thin on the ground. I can't be honest with you, I've struggled to find the motivation to do the build vid for the Yak 141. So that's all the material there is sat ready to go. It's just, that was my March build and it's done, it's on the shelf. The data files are on my computer. I just need to do the video compilation. That doesn't mean I haven't been busy in other areas. Girl Rob Basic Modeling runs the group build group on Facebook, and they were doing a special schemes build, and I had my two Mirage Tiger Meat Mirage kits in the stash that I've built, and I decided to display them in a slightly different way. So this is what we have here. This is the Mirage F1 and the Mirage 2000 in the Tiger Meat scheme on a background. Now the background image is just a tiger art I found online, so I can't take any credit for that. They mount it on a picture frame. You've got the mounting rods there. And I must admit, I had a hell of a lot of fun with this. So it's like a double build. Thoroughly enjoyed doing this. It was one of those modelling projects where I found myself, and this isn't like me, looking forward to leaving work to get back to the bench to proceed with this. The Mirage F1 in particular, I managed to build without use of any filler, and that was just through being a bit more careful about the join line, the way I applied the adhesive, and some sanding and rescribing. Even though it was a raised panel line model, I thought it was going to be a lot worse, but actually it went together surprisingly well. So I wanted to do something a bit different and also display it in a way that I can mount it elsewhere in the house without having two more models sat on the undercarriage looking sort of hiding amongst all my other aircraft sat on their undercarriage. And I just wanted a different way of displaying models. So this has been the build. There will be a build vid for that. I'm not quite sure whether it's going to follow the more current formats, but I'm reasonably happy with this. And now that it's done, I really do need to give myself a bit of video compilation time, so that's going to be something for the coming week. Just gotta say, I just enjoy doing this. I need an escape from Russian subjects. I just want to explore other ways of displaying models. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've had those two Tiger Meat Revell Mirages have been on my shelf for over 10 years. Bought them early on when I went back to building scale model aircraft, and I never got around to building them, and this was just the opportunity. So thanks Rob Basic Modeling for providing me with an opportunity to build this. Really enjoyed it. The next build is going to be in a slightly similar vein, not a special scheme though. Again, this is a kit I've had in the stash for ages, and it's the old Matchbox Canberra reboxed by Revell. This I am going to do again on a picture frame background, but with some English countryside underneath this. Now, I remember about 15 years ago, I was working on production engine on the A380. And this was at the time when the Canberras, the PR9s were finally coming out of service. And as types tend to do, they did like stop and go, touch and goes around the UK. And I was walking back towards my offices, and I just saw this Canberra pulling up after doing its touch and go from the runway at Broughton and heading off at a fairly steep climb, and it was the PR9 on Canberra's last sorties around the UK. I'll never forget that sight of it. It's amazing, pretty amazing. Shame with the bloody great A380 building in front of me. I could only see it was pulling up beyond that. The now sadly empty A3, largely, well, no longer used currently as an aircraft production facility, A380 building, but still used for some other things. So that's my next project. Again, I want to do it as a wall mounting so I can start spreading models out a little bit more around the house, in a way that hopefully the wife won't be a bit too pissed off with. So it's been fun following the builds and listening to the documentaries on YouTube. Still keeping an eye on what's going on out there and following people's work on Facebook. I know I've been a little bit quiet online lately, and I do apologise for this. I'm, as I say, I'm giving the Russian subject matter a little bit of a rest for the time being. Maybe it might move to doing maybe aircraft of Russian origin, but certainly not in Russian service. So things like MiG-21 in Indian, Palestinian, and North Korea and Vietnamese markings. That kind of subject matter is something I've got in mind for another project. But certainly I don't particularly want to do anything with Russian markings right now. If you guys think I'm being daft, kindly say so and condemn me as you see fit. So this is where I'm at. Having a good bank holiday weekend. I've, the fact that I've hit April and that there's these two done, I can safely say I'm sort of hitting my my build rate. So 4 months, 4 projects. Maybe this takes it to 5 kits, but it still counts as a project. So I'm happy enough maintaining the my 1 build a month build rate, and I'm happy about that. And I've had a lot of fun with this. Again, I don't take any copyright credit for the tiger art. I found this online. There was some copyright overlays on it, like watermarks, and I won't deny I did paint those out with suitable tones by hand brushing them out and just tidying it up like that. But it's not for any commercial benefit or anything else like that. I'm not gaining any benefit from it personally, so but yeah, that's where the artwork comes from. No way I wish I could draw like that, but certainly can't. So guys, many great builds still out there. Trails, why is it that when I talk on one of my vids I start immediately going into tired mode? I've been moderately busy otherwise. Lots of interesting projects going on in my professional field. Nearly bought some Gundam kits at Telford Comic Con, but decided to resist the temptation. I did pop to the Rudland models, and I found that was weekend before last, and I found this nice little treasure, nice little Czech aircraft. I must admit, if you're in the North Wales area, do stick your nose in there. It's a treasure trove of modelling, particularly if you like dioramas and stuff like that, or you're a railway modeller, brilliant for that side. But he does buy people's collections, which means you get some interesting stuff emerging. So a Czech trainer I thought was a quite nice little find. He had a few like this here, MiG-15s, MiG-21, a couple of MiG-21s, but mostly MiG-15s and MiG-17s and MiG-19s. So that's what's been happening. I'll post this up now and then upload other well, I'll have to crack on with some video compilation and putting stuff together. So guys, sorry if it's been so quiet on this channel. The Yak 1 for 1 vid will still be done. Just I just won't be quite as deferential as I normally am. I think that's the best way of saying it. So until then guys, thank you for following this channel, thank you for your support. This is Chancellor North Wales signing out.